Oh, hamburger a questo, scusami. È il nostro secondo Christmas
outside
the country. In 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello guys and welcome back to our first podcast, if we want to call it. This video will be kind of a conversation between me and Elly. And we're just gonna go. We obviously went through a countless number of memories and experiences throughout this year, and we have just recently celebrated 1 year away from London, from home. What we used to call home, actually. So it has been 1 year on the 11th of November, and we thought, why don't we just sit down and just go through all the questions we've been asked by friends, family, and fellow travelers around. And why don't we just like sit down and, you know, celebrate this year by talking about it. So I've got a set of questions here, and I'm gonna ask the questions to Elly, and I'm gonna answer as well. So let's start by, how long have you been in Asia for?
We've been traveling for the past year, as we said. The 11th of November was our travel birthday, yeah?
Yes.
So we are officially travelers.
Well,
we can call ourselves travelers.
Absolutely. And why Asia?
Many reasons, I guess. It's first, it's a, I don't want to start with the cheap way of traveling.
Well, it is, because you can live a better life with less.
Yeah.
And you can afford whatever, you know, pretty much whatever you want, because you come from, you know, a Western country. So obviously going to travel in America would be very different. But I also think that Asia has that culture.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to highlight that I wouldn't have wanted to go to America.
Yeah, for sure. It's not our thing, not because America has anything,
No.
just not our thing, you know, like
Probably we'll go.
Probably we go.
Sure, but yeah. Probably wanted more of a cultural, spiritual as well.
Yes, and like, you know, probably even getting away from the city life, which we left in London.
Yeah.
So we couldn't.
We couldn't. We're so
deal with that.
sick
Just
of the hectic pace of London. And
yeah. And when we left London, I think, you know, it was, for me at least, I couldn't anymore. Like, I've been living there for 7 years, and I met Elly 4 years ago.
Yes, she never remembered.
But yeah,
so more like of a spiritual balance, and just found ourselves again.
Yeah, and it's like such a thing. Like everyone kind of, you know, goes to Thailand and all those countries, and everybody's looking for themselves. Yeah, it is a thing, but I guess
it's a short country.
It's true.
So we follow the hype.
I think at the beginning, for a couple of months, because like usually when you get like holidays and stuff, you go away like for 2 weeks, maybe 3 months. But being there for like, because we literally stayed in Thailand for 8 months. That was really when, I think after the 3rd month, when we really started to, you know, feel different and our pace slowed down.
Yeah.
We were still, you know, on the rush of the city. So yeah. And how many countries have you visited?
So we, as you said, we spent 8 months, so 7 months in Phuket and 8 months total in Thailand, then Laos, Cambodia, Singapore, and Indonesia, Bali, yeah. So 5?
Yep. Which country were you planning to visit but haven't?
Vietnam.
That's missing on our list.
But can I add another one that I really want to go with you?
Course.
Philippines.
Oh man,
Everyone is telling me,
and
I've seen like so many pictures, and I think it's so worth it, and we already are like so close to it. So
yeah, it would make sense.
Vietnam for sure, like as well as Philippines. So many people suggested us to go, and we were so close to go, and
In the end, well, we did our visa for that.
Oh yeah, we actually paid $30 for a visa that we didn't need anyway, because 15 days are for free, no visa required for Italians. So anyway, yeah.
But we live there. You travel, you learn. And what is the best and worst thing about traveling to a new country?
Wow! I mean, I have an infinite list of best and probably not many worst, but
I got the worst one, packing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is because like Elly
Oh
and
my God,
I think I shouldn't take Elly on this, but it's my fault because I have traveled with so much stuff that was not needed. And I think packing every time, especially because we traveled with, like, we took buses, coaches, tuk-tuks, everything.
Yeah.
You know, like, we should have been more like comfy, but we just had so many luggages, too much. And that's
definitely
worst is packing.
Yeah.
But because we made it like that, maybe for other people it's easier, but we didn't.
Yeah, but you know, like as you said before, you live, you learn, you travel, you learn, and definitely the next time we're gonna travel is gonna be way lighter. Yeah, little backpack. But yeah, when you leave your house that is full of things that you don't know you don't need, and then you come to Asia and you realize that you don't need anything, literally anything, but you gotta learn it. Like we couldn't have known. Like
no, we come from
especially
everything.
we were planning to stay away for 1 year, and of course, like you're confused. You're like, I should bring everything with me. I will need everything.
Of course.
And then, of course, first you don't need anything, and secondly, like you will buy things and you will leave.
You know, your clothes will be damaged
by the laundry of everything.
Yes. There is a question.
We're gonna go through that. So yeah, for sure.
And the best thing?
Best thing, everything. Like I think that it's the best experience you can do is traveling, because you learn an amount of information, amount of things that never in 20 years of school, university, everything you'll never learn. Like the experiences, the people you meet, it's, I don't know, we could go on and on for 1 day probably to say what's the perk.
Definitely, like
learning,
learning, new cultures, and
you learn about yourself.
You learn about yourself, and you try new things. You put yourself in different experiences and situations.
And also you get out your comfort zone.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do, and I think there's so many positive things about just taking the leap of faith and go and discover, not just the world, but the world within you.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's that. And
in and out.
In and out. What's a funny or strange travel story of yours?
Funny. Well, I mean, guys, watch the previous vlogs, by the way. It's very funny. One of the funniest that we sometimes rewatch is the where we crossed the border with Laos, and we met this funny guy who robbed us. It was a bit of a scam, but I mean, I think that as I said in that vlog, we were happily scammed because
such a good vibe, but he was just like,
waiting at the border for some tourists. And he was offering
he wanted to sell just one thing, because he presented everything like, you can die anytime, like,
Guys, I know it's a bit confusion now, but I'm gonna put the link, and you should watch that vlog, because seriously, like, it's difficult to explain, but basically we crossed the border from Thailand to Laos, and this guy was waiting at the Laos border. He's from Laos, and he helps tourists to get from the official border to wherever you want to go to Laos. And he was offering us so many options where how to travel to Luang Prabang, which was the first city we wanted to go to. Yeah, it was funny, and it was our first scam probably, but happy scam.
Strange as well.
Strange? I don't know. Help me. What do we want to say?
Of course, there are things that we cannot say. That's the thing, like the strange can be...
Strange it's difficult to label something as a strange situation, like I'm going through.
I'm going through every month.
Crazy, every city we visited. No, I wouldn't.
Word.
Yeah, it's a word that I don't even know if I like. I like the funny moments, but strange, it could be like positive or negative. How do you define it?
Let's leave them. Do you have any embarrassing stories? So many! Oh man. Yeah, we can't tell those, like...
Oh man, no.
It's up to you which one we share, because mostly it's you.
Okay, I quickly tell this one, which I'll sum it up and you decide if it's embarrassing or not. It was freaking embarrassing. So we were in Bangkok and we went out one night. We were at the beginning we were so disappointed about the Bangkok nightlife. I don't know, we messed it up a little bit. At some point we arrived to the famous Khao Sao, how's it spelled? I don't know.
Yes.
Khao Sao Road. We started partying and we got, okay, Mom, I'm sorry, but we got super drunk, smashed. After everything closed, there was this a bit of a sketchy after party in a room, very crowded and very... Okay, we met Jimmy. Hi Jimmy, by the way, ciao. And I'm sorry, Jimmy, okay? And so we've been drinking and then it was friendly, told us he's a cardiologist and yeah, remember that because it was very useful. Because we wanted to keep on having a good time, so we moved to his room, and that was when I passed out, throw up in his bed, and yeah, and thanks God he
was super. He's such a nice guy.
He was taking my...
Yeah, just making sure she was fine, and everything was fine, but yeah, thank you, that's it. What is the most adventurous thing you've done during your travels? This word will always make us laugh.
Because I'm clearly not an adventurous person. I mean, I can...
You do it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
but
not
you
really interested in being adventurous.
You do it, but it's just you don't wake up with that idea or
No, I'm not adventurous at all. If I did this year traveling, it's just because she wanted to. But I kind of go on with her decision, but yeah, I would stay in bed. So, so if you search for the contrary of adventurous person, here I am. So, apparently,
but you did a lot of adventurous things.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on. You learned Muay Thai.
But to be honest, I would put that in another compartment. It would be getting out of my comfort zone, because somehow I'm lazy to try new things and probably linked with insecurities or whatever, but that's another topic. But adventures, adventures.
Actually, for example, an adventurous thing that I've done.
The zip line.
Yeah.
And she tried with all her strength to put me in that fucking zip line.
She just didn't want to. There was nothing to do. She didn't want to.
Especially
we had a little fight. I was like,
oh yeah,
look at this. Look at this beauty, the nature.
That was beautiful.
It was amazing. And I was like, when would you? She was like, but whenever I want to do it, I'll do it. And I was like, we will never be here again in Pakistan.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want Pakistan, yeah. And
no, but to be honest, do I regret it? No, I don't regret that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like doing it.
Okay.
So, what is adventure?
Adventures, yeah, you didn't even do that. You didn't even do that thing. What was it called in still in Laos? Laos has like the best.
But I took the hot balloon. Woohoo! Okay.
Yeah, it's true. I was just thinking about what was that place called that we drove to? Like there was 3 of them. The lagoon.
No.
Yeah, that was adventure. Just drove.
Yeah. It was kind of a zip line that ended with you like jumping in the water in this beautiful lagoon, and no thanks.
So yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah.
So if there is someone adventures, it's here. And actually, I was like seeing this guy, and once I asked him like, so what do you like about me? That you're an adventurous person. So basically, doesn't even like me.
Yeah. How does the travel and seeing the world inspire you?
Interesting. So I think it was more like probably the people we met.
Yeah.
That inspired me, because we met, especially like the friend we met in Phuket. We have a family basically there. We've been so lucky to meet this group of people with the same interest. We got all together with the Muay Thai, let's say, purpose, because we met in AKA. But yeah, they are all different, they do all different things, but somehow we got all together there, and so there was something in common, but then we were all so different. There are people who build like amazing businesses, people like with great jobs, like so many interesting things got together, and yeah, I got inspired by them. But also like when we got in each village that we visited, even like the local people really inspired me, because they taught me like indirectly, of course, how to live with less, how to be happy without owning too many things, especially in Asia. I didn't see many grumpy faces, you know.
Definitely.
So
such a big thing.
Yeah.
Here people really like smile all the time, like when you walk on the street.
Yeah, real smiles.
Like real smiles, you know, and this is something really that London unfortunately doesn't have. Which country has the friendliest people?
I thought Thailand at the beginning.
But Thailand still.
Still. But
100%.
just a little bit underneath Indonesia.
100%. I think the fact that in Thailand, unfortunately, like, locals don't really speak English.
Totally.
You definitely connect with them, and you know it's just a vibe.
Yeah.
The only thing is that in Indonesia, everybody can speak English, and they just like, you know, really friendly, really helpful. Yeah, definitely. Indonesia, like, number 1. Second place, Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
100%.
Third?
Third, Laos for last.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
Cambodia.
Yeah, Cambodia, I think. Yeah, Cambodia and then Laos.
I'm not even considering Singapore.
No, I mean,
yeah,
it was too city, like obviously.
It was too city, and also like, and for the few people that we met, I wasn't happy.
We haven't really spoke with any. We just spoke with like the taxi drivers. Very friendly, very nice.
Yeah.
We haven't really interacted with. You know,
no.
It was short, too short. So
yeah.
Definitely, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. Where is the weirdest place you've slept during your travels? What? Oh yes, I know what you're thinking. I think I know what you're thinking, but you can't. God.
She can read my mind.
Weird. Well.
Okay, the bus
24 hours night bus.
More we did.
12. Sorry.
12 hours night bus.
12 hours night bus, but it wasn't that bad actually.
No, we loved it.
Yeah, we loved it.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was.
I've never seen something like that.
Yeah, it was weird because we thought we had one bed. Yeah, one bed each. But no, absolutely.
But no.
Everybody thought they had, well, the Western thought that they had one bed each. The Lao people were just like, you know,
There's 4 people in one bed.
what is your favorite travel song? And I think we've got
Right now.
they're down for Thailand.
Yeah, exactly. Kembali.
Kembali for Indonesia.
I can't
We
even.
don't really know Cambodian songs, or do we?
No, because we didn't really have like any friends.
Yeah, no. Do you have a favorite airline?
But
No,
I have a favorite airline.
I have an airline that I hate.
Worst experience.
I think we have to share that Air Asia for us, it was probably the worst
We
airline.
don't need your discounts, okay?
Yeah.
Don't even try to contact. Too late.
No, too late. Like, really had a lot of problems. And there is another question here I'm gonna ask that then now, which is, have you ever lost a flight?
We did. No.
With Air Asia.
Clearly.
So, and we were on time.
Yeah,
There was still time.
Yeah,
It
but
was
to
so
be honest,
much
like,
late.
I don't know how they allow to do that, to buy those tickets with such a short time to get out of the. It wasn't self-transfer. It was the same airport though, but you had to go to get out of this
the
airport in
exits.
Kuala Lumpur. So get out, get in again, check in all your luggages. It was impossible to do in 2 hours. We lost we missed the final call and the connection, of course. So
we were queuing.
you know,
There was
I got the most embarrassing moment.
Okay.
It was that moment when you can stop it.
Oh,
And she left me in the middle of the airport with bags everywhere, and she was like crying, screaming, and
I'm sorry.
that was the most embarrassing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like really stressed. Panicking because like flights, especially like right now, are super expensive.
There were so many
there were
things
so many
to
things
stress
wrong.
off,
Like
because like there were people waiting for us here in Bali.
Yeah.
We couldn't find another flight on the application.
our friend got the flight and she was there alone.
Naomi was really like
Naomi was there alone
it was
and like.
a nightmare.
Favorite airline? I don't know. Everything else is fine. Air Asia has not been.
Oh,
that was-
Singapore Airlines.
Yeah, true. Singapore
Sorry.
Airlines.
If there is something good that I
Singapore.
like about Singapore, is their airplanes.
Yes, it was amazing.
Luxurious economy.
Which country has the best food?
But now I'm in love with Indonesia.
Yeah, me too.
But
Thai food is amazing
Thai
too.
food, I mean, I was addicted
Yeah.
anyway. I started to appreciate spicy food though.
Oh, yes.
I
wow,
learned how
good
to.
lover.
Yeah, and now,
100%
and now
I
I
love
messed
it.
up my stomach.
How do you choose where to travel to?
Randomly.
Well,
Especially how we choose where to travel to Laos. Laos was amazing because
but
it was
we
the
did
first
so
country-
many places. Like we literally we entered from the border and we just went all the way down. And in 14 days we've seen so much.
I think 20.
21, sorry, 21 days.
But yeah, it was like pretty random. We didn't book. Not even like the
No.
van, the buses. We just
Everything like ongoing, like
went
because you
with
never
the
know.
flow.
You never know what's happening on the day and.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
had a big lesson in Korong, the raining island. Rain for 3 days, no stop. So at some point we were like, okay, let's go.
Never
We're
gonna
gonna stop. I don't want to stay in
Yes.
this island anymore. But
The rainy
go.
island. And then I think we booked like a bungalow, and it was just next to an animal. That
Oh yeah,
this
Like,
animal. What is it? What was the noise it was making? Can
to me, I was imagining because we couldn't see anything. It was probably in the middle of the jungle. It sounded like an elephant. It was like a stomach problem or something. Like it was like.
Wow.
It was so loud and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
And it was going on
And on for
but
3
like,
days
for
with
3
the
days,
rain.
Never stopped.
Crazy. But
And then, do you remember last time we went to Phuket in September? We heard that sound again, and it was Sarah. She told us that those are frogs, and they're calling the rain.
Oh,
And actually, it started raining.
True.
And since in Coron was never stopping raining, I guess they were keep on calling rain. I don't know.
What is the worst injury you've gotten while traveling? You didn't really have injuries.
Because I'm not adventurous enough.
Yeah, I had like staph infection. Oh, that's a story, man. I had staph infection. I discovered I had staph infection on like Monday. My fight was on Friday, so I had. Well, I actually,
for whoever doesn't know.
Yeah, I had one fight in Thailand after 7 months training. So I really wanted to go that cherry on top of the cake and just do the experience. So I was training so hard and loving it and everything, but just a couple of days before my fight, I feel like there is what I thought it was a pimple, but it was my inner thigh. So I thought it was a pimple, so I was just like letting it be. By Wednesday, I was like, man, this is getting like it's horrible first of all to look at, and it's painful, and it's just like there. I was like a bit embarrassed, but I went to my coach and I said, what do you think this is it? Like, it's really bothering me and it's painful and everything. It's like, oh, I'm afraid it's staph infection. And I didn't really know what staph infection is because we don't really have that in our country. So you basically get it, by sweat and gyms. Usually you get it from gyms. But by Friday, I couldn't even lift my leg. It was so painful. In my fight, I didn't really use like legs because I was just like, first of all, scared she would see.
But she used her armor fist.
I used my armor fist. The funny part of the story is the day after we went to the hospital and I got it, the doctor told me, gotta cut it. So I was like, okay, fine, as long as I get better. So I didn't see anything of the procedure. They just put, anesthesia, and I just lay there in pain. Went back home, couldn't feel anything. So 2 days after, when I had to go for the wound medication stuff back to the hospital, Elly came with me. So I was just like there in pain on the bed, and Elly was just next to me, like holding my hand. And the nurse goes like, "Wow, it looks so much better." And I was like, "I don't know, I haven't seen it." And Elly's face was just like fucking wide. And then I just looked at her and I was like, "Is it that bad?" She's like, "No, babe, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna go away." And I was like, "What do you mean? Is it that bad?" And like, it's just nice. You don't even need to look like you're like super nice. Actually, you just trust me, bro. Like it's fine. It's gonna go away. It's all good. And I was like, okay, I want to look.
No.
No. It was a hole. It was a hole like this on my inner thigh. I still, I've got a massive scar there right now, but that was the worst injury I had. But I kind of like it though, like it's a memory anyway, so whatever. Scars are, as long as I'm not maybe
if you're adventurous.
If you're adventurous, yes. If you could travel in the past year, where would you go and when to relieve like a situation?
Romantic.
Really? What is it?
Many moments, but I would love to go back to the 30th of August when we had the barbecue with our friends and today boyfriend. Yeah,
that was beautiful. Yes.
Sorry for being like such a...
No, there are many. Like I'm even thinking like that night that we in Thailand though, when we had the beautiful barbecue in our house. And,
oh my god,
and all our friends came and just like people hanging out. It was beautiful, like one of those memories you keep forever. Like so many people cooking, everyone was doing something.
Oh, your birthday in the boat?
My birthday on the boat.
But yeah, I can only pick one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't want to answer that one. What is the most trouble you've been in while traveling?
Okay, I can only tell there was police involved.
Yeah, that's it. What travel apps do you use the most? We've been using a lot of Grab here in Asia anyway. Gojek in Indonesia. But Grab is their Uber Eats together, so you can book travel, you can book food. It's really handy to have that Google Maps.
Booking, so she's genius 3.
Booking.com, I'm genius level 3 or whatever. Yeah, discounts and stuff, because the more you book, obviously, the more they give you discounts. Are there any aspect of a foreign culture that you will never get used to? No. We got used to the spray.
I think that's something that we should import in Europe.
That's really
Because
handy.
I love the bidet.
Yeah.
By having this little
Spray. The power it is to chill. But it's handy, it's useful.
and wash yourself,
Wash your feet.
under and all over.
And the bathroom in general. If needed. Yeah.
That's something that you can do with a bidet.
What is your favorite foreigner dessert? Mango sticky rice! Mango sticky rice forever.
Yeah, of course.
100%. What's your worst vacation memory?
Worst memory?
I can't say though. Man, you scared me so much. Actually, you know what? There is one that we can tell. When we were in Cambodia, in Phnom Penh, and we had a party.
Oh yeah.
I was very rude to Elly, and yeah, we had.
And I left.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Yeah,
But that was the worst fight I think we had since we met.
Since we met.
And
And
I have to.
no, but I was just thinking that my mom got involved into this, trying to bless her, trying to
reconciliate
the girls, because we were like, okay, that's it, we're not traveling together anymore.
I don't know what I was going though, but yeah. I left the room.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I got into a very black hole, because I can't think of my life without Elly, and yeah, I was just like really sad. So my mom managed to put us back together the same day in the afternoon.
No, a few hours later. I didn't even manage to pay the room in the place where I was going. And
she came back.
And yeah, I got back because she wasn't picking up the phone anymore. And so everyone was scared, and I took the first.
I was just sad, so I was like,
and
no, it's okay.
room coming back, and I tried to. So I didn't have the key of the room anymore. So I told the girl, could you please, like, I don't know, call
Phone the
her.
room.
Like, she wasn't picking up the
No,
phone.
there was not ringing. It's not that.
Okay,
It was not ringing. Like,
so someone
knocked on my door.
knocked at the door, and then I got in. And, yeah, we reconciliate.
yes, that was the worst.
Worse than but reconciliation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that was the worst.
yeah, it was.
And what's the worst piece of travel advice you received? I've got this one actually. I think there is a misconception. There's situations and situations, but there is a misconception that a lot of places are unsafe. And I think by reading online, by just talking with people, obviously you have to be careful whatever you do. But to me, also as a two female travelers, we haven't really felt unsafe. I can't really
felt like being too careful, to be honest. Like,
no, like I'm saying, like at night or walking and stuff like that. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do. I feel fearful, like in London. Like, see if I find myself in certain streets, or but I've never felt like fearful in Asia. And you know, maybe you can say we were lucky or whatever, but in 1 year I have never felt in danger, or you know, or
the only moment that someone was about to steal your phone.
yes, yeah, they wanted my phone. They didn't want my life. I mean,
Yeah,
like, there's no
like it was like
give me your phone or I'll do this.
in a big city.
They were just trying to steal my phone. So.
In every big city in the world that happens, so nothing different from Western, and actually way better, even though like these are poorer country than the Western standards, but
there isn't really a culture of stealing, I think, here.
No.
Also for the religions that they have. So yeah, definitely I think whenever you read online or whenever you hear stories and stuff from people,
of course, always like
you know,
be careful
and everything. But I can honestly say I have never, you know,
From our
experience, I have never felt like in danger or anything like that. Well, what has been one of the scariest moments actually that we're trying to steal my phone. We were in Cambodia. They told us not to carry our phones in our hands, and we were on a tuk-tuk, so I was actually holding my phone like that.
And the tuk-tuk was quite close.
It was quite close. I was, you know, I thought it was safe. But then a guy just like driving the scooter. So he was driving on my left, and as you know, to drive a scooter you gotta accelerate with the right hand. And he got me inside the tuk-tuk, and he grabbed the phone obviously like that, and I was holding it with 2 hands. He just didn't have a long way to go because he had to accelerate at a certain point. So he really tried to take it from my hands, but I was holding it, and I was basically going outside the tuk-tuk, and Elly was, I was holding like my cardigan. She was like pulling me.
I don't know what I was doing because when I saw her,
everything was like so fast. I was just like outside the tuk-tuk. Elly was just like trying to keep me in, and
I just saw her outside. I was like, how the hell?
What's happening? And then the guy kind of, you know, just left. So we sat down in this tuk-tuk, like just looking at each other. We're like, what just happened? Have you learned to play any new games? Poker. We've been playing a lot of poker with our friends.
Yeah,
like
we're good.
We're good. We loved it. Thank you, Gavin, for the patient, the best teacher ever. And that guy has just like
the brain for
poker, and spending time with all our friends doing that every Saturday. It was a weekend, and staying up late, and everyone's so tired. But it's just like a thing that we used to do in Phuket. So definitely love that. I miss it. And actually, big up to Luke because he started it and he gifted me his chips. How much stuff have you lost? Man, we've lost a lot of things. Like, not us, the laundry.
Oh yeah. Like, we lost a few things behind for sure, but
not much. But like clothing. Only things that whenever obviously you travel around, don't know where you're gonna have that.
You know, like people, they steal their backpacks and they lose the computer and they lose like important things. We still have everything.
Yeah.
Just so if you wanna pass by our places, we still have everything.
Favorite transportation way? For me, scooter. I love driving the scooter. I just love it.
For me, is if you can call it transportation, it's the long tail boat, the Taiwan.
Really? Oh, I love it.
I love it. It's just like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Do you think you will stay friends with the people you met?
I'll try my best.
Of course. I actually think that we got a very close relationship, especially with the people we spent time in Phuket, because like we had at a certain point we had such a nice big group of friends, and we were so close together. Everyone was staying for kind of long time, like months and stuff, so we got to know each other and everything. And I still obviously have contact with those people. We speak not on a daily basis, but we speak with each other, you know.
Yeah, they're like brothers and sisters.
It's like a family that we have there, and I think the feeling that we had in that gym, aka Thailand, it was not just a gym, it was just like a family, you know. So we've been lucky to.
But also like that for sure. But for example, when we went to Pai, we met Nick and Sam. We still talk with them, and we would love to meet them again. Yeah.
And actually, it's been a thing of this year. Like for example, now Michael, our friend, we met him in Phuket. He's here in Bali, and we catch up with him. And then
Raj,
when we arrived here, we met him in Phuket. We were in Chiang Mai. We met Jorn.
Yeah.
Like everywhere.
Not to mention Natasha.
Natasha, of course, yes, and yeah, like everywhere we go, then we meet up again, you know, and it's such a beautiful thing, and I feel like those friendships are even, you know, have so much value because we all met and have just something a little bit in common, and we share beautiful moments. So definitely staying. What was the best place you stayed in?
But you mean like hotel, like
Whatever.
place? So, looking wise, my favorite was the Mandarin in Bangkok.
Yes.
Looking wise, and also like, yeah. Even though I don't really rate my experience on like how beautiful is the place or the service or whatsoever, because like I've been to hopeless place and
Villa Luxury, whatever in
Villa Luxury in Phnom Penh.
That's amazing.
In Siem Reap.
Siem Reap. That was one of the best places.
But to be honest,
because of the staff.
I'll bring up Tuan Resort.
Yes.
We've been like in Phuket. We spent it like the first time and the second time when we got back in two different of his resorts. And
he's
just
amazing. He's just like an amazing guy. Just like, don't worry, everything, taking care of whatever we needed. So yeah, the people make the difference for sure. And in Siem Reap, in this place where the owner, Japanese
owner, who lived in Florence, and he was trying to. He was talking
Italian. Yeah, he was offering us pizza, putting Italian music. Yeah. Honestly, God bless for those people. You know, they're just like happy and happy to share. And look-wise, Mandarin, but of course it's a luxurious hotel. Yeah. Other places have been, you know, probably even more exceptional just for the people and service.
Exactly, because like the service at the Mandarin, it's impeccable.
Of course.
Same as the.
That's what you expect anyway.
Same as whatever else in the world. Yeah, that's sort of like so soulless, like.
Yeah, like that place, for example, in Siem Reap, you don't expect the next level service.
No.
So you just receive it, and that's it. That's what you need.
It's more like pure, more from their hearts.
And the last question:
dun, 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 dun.
How do you feel about returning home?
I'm not. No, I feel like I've been missing my family, been a little bit homesick. Mainly, again, it's all about people, as we said. I'm a bit nervous, but right now it's more that we have to more than I want to. If it wasn't for my family, I didn't have anything to
take it back. The main thing is that I don't really think we can call home anymore, London, because both of us don't want to live there anymore. So we came to the realization that we've done that life. It was a chapter. It was beautiful. We learned a lot. We've done, you know, everything we need to do in that city. And now it comes a time in your life when you want to kind of focus more on living, what makes you happy living, and sometimes is avoiding that rush and just like getting to living the moment a little bit more. And I think we've learned that this year. So definitely don't want to live in a big city. I think I would rather be in the nature. I would love to live around the beach, having the sun. Actually, one big thing for me is the weather, because in Asia, yes, you got rains and stuff, but it's like always like kind of warm.
I think for me it's not biggest.
Yeah, it's not cold. Like London, it's always raining, it's always cold. It's, you know, you got those seasons anyway. But here, it's always pretty much.
It's always
hot.
Oh, yeah.
So I love that, and I wanna. We both want to move to Indonesia to live. So I think we're gonna move forward with that plan and see what life brings us. But definitely want to do more vlogs. And I think we both enjoyed talking.
I love it.
And maybe if you do enjoy it as well, let us know. Any more questions that you feel like we can answer, or any suggestions or anything you wanna say, just, you know, put a comment below. We're more than happy to read them.
If you want like more of a personal question and answer, DM us on our Instagrams. I'm gonna link it somewhere.
Yes. So whatever, reach out. We are happy to connect and make new friends in the world and online. So
if you're coming to Bali, we're still here.
Of course,
until
we got big projects. So if you come to Bali, you know, reach out. We will be more than happy to meet. And until the next time, now we close it. Thank you, guys.